everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. We just wanted a couple of quick notes before we get started, just so everybody knows we do have some stuff going on inside. There's some poster boards with some pictures of Christine, a video. There's also a wall of remembrance along this side right here on the tin. It's a memory for anyone that you have that may have passed, missing, anything that you want to share, personal of your own. We also have some memory cards in there if you would like to share. They look like this, memories of Christine for the family. If you want to just share a note or whatever with Anita and the family, they would appreciate that. There is also a box in there if you're interested in making a donation. And we'd like to give a big thank you to Arnie Schultz for letting us use the rail house tonight for this event. So thank you, Arnie, for that.
Thanks, Arnie.
And now I'm going to turn it over to Christine's mother, Anita.
Yay! Hi, and thank you all for coming out here. It means a lot to our family. So I will try to stay on track with what I have written and not veer off. Nearly 5 years ago, on November 14th of 2008, my husband and Dean and I entered into a whole new world. We went down a path not knowing whether we were going to see the end or not. And this is not a path of our choosing, but it's a path we must walk mindfully and with grief. There are no days off, no vacations, no holidays where Christine is not in our thoughts and that her presence or the absence of her presence is not felt. There are still so many unanswered questions. We have been and still are trying to find our best to find the necessary answers to determine what has happened to Christine. Breathe. You hear so many different stories of women 5 years, 7 years, 10 years that have been missing, that have come home. So there's always hope that we could once again see Christine. And we know the answers are out there somewhere, and with family, friends, and strangers, the word is still being spread, and we're working hard to elicit responses from anyone who knows more and might come forward to reveal the truth and to help put an end to us not knowing. We continue to carry on with help and assistance of many good, compassionate human beings who also have the desire to help find the truth behind Christine's disappearance. From the day Christine was born and the 23 years that followed, so much easier, and the 23 years that followed were some of our most treasured moments. Watching her grow up was an incredible experience. Her first step, her first smile, her first giggles, the highs and lows of raising a child, and everything in between was an extraordinary experience. Then one day, Christine grew up and went to college. When she started college, we were very thrilled. We knew she'd be making lifelong friendships and acquiring the skills in which she would need to have a good future. And as her parents, we were really, of course, very proud of her. Christine loved doing crafts, sewing, creative arts. She loved anything pertaining to nature, baking and biking, hiking, canoeing, camping, fishing. And it was mostly the camping. She grew up camping as a little one all the way up until she went away. And we always had our camping buddies, the Nelsons. Deb and Dave Nelson, their son Jesse, and 3 of us. We always went camping, had a marvelous time. And actually, she loved camping so much that in her journal she had written that growing up and having her dad take her fishing and camping were some of the best parts of growing up. And that is also, if you have a chance to look at that picture that our lovely Catherine here drew for us, and the words are all in her hair. So her whole portrait is made up of words that reflect Christine. So if you get a chance, take a peek at it. But her real passion was teaching yoga and Pilates. This is something she enjoyed very much, and she did very well. And she taught at the Princeton Club, and then she taught down here in Deerfield for a while, which I, as a mother, wish she would have stayed here and just made a home here. But we give our children wings, and we hope they fly, and that's what she did. She flew up to Stevens Point to go to college. And while there, some of the classes she took were botany, agricultural classes, and she worked on an organic farm. When she would come home to visit, that was something that her and her dad really had in common, because he was raised on a farm, and they could talk about growing plants, and so it was always fun to have her come home and just sit around having those discussions. Now, Christine once told me that when she got up in the morning, she started her day off with a celebration of life, because she felt so lucky and so fortunate as a child and the things that she had. And so when she went to school, she wanted to learn stuff that she could teach other people hands-on. That kind of went off my speaker here. Okay. So as our children grow up, they become reflections of their parents. They become a little Minnie Mouse and a little mini Anita. And so as parents, we hope that we do a job very well, because they will reflect us. And I think this is really awesome to have that. Now, parents can say it, and so I will, that Christine was a very beautiful daughter. And she also had an inner beauty, a radiance that just, there was something so wonderful to be around her. She had this really good, positive energy. Now, one of the qualities that I really admired about my daughter, our daughter, was that she had a positive outlook on life. She was accepting of all people and their beliefs. She was not judgmental, always seeking to find the greater good in a person. Had Christine returned back to school as planned, I know she would have filled her full potential and really did wonderful in life. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to have this vigil, is so that everyone would not only know her face as a missing person, or a statistic, or a name on the missing and endangered list, but that she had a good heart, she was a good person, and that we love her dearly and hope for her to come home. And as a mother, I will always hold her in my heart. And when I say this, I mean it in a very literal sense. When we're pregnant with our child, one kind of fetal cell that enters into the mother's body is the baby stem cells. And they migrate through our bodies, and if there is an injury inside, these baby stem cells will go and act as a healing remedy and help cure us. The beauty of this is that as a mother, we can carry our child with us, in a sense, forever. And that's why there's such a good bond between, or a strong bond between a mother and a child, is because of that. Those cells are actually embedded into our hearts, and they're embedded into our brain. Therefore, a mother can never forget her children. And that's what's, and that's just one of God's many miracles. I believe in God, I always have, and it's the power of prayer with God that has kept me strong. But it's not just that alone. You have to have more than just faith and prayer. You need people that you can love. You need people that support you. You need your friends, your family. And there were so many, even acquaintances, that showed so much love and support to me and to our family. So where I got most of my strength from was my husband. He was a very strong, he was like my rock. There were times I had no idea how it ever was going to manage. My emotions were like a roller coaster. There were days I was so angry that this happened. It was not fair. It wasn't fair that she disappeared. It wasn't fair that we had to go through this. But he never pressured me. He never got angry with me. He was very patient. And he let me process my healing the way I needed to. And it's also tonight, having this candlelight, I'm also using this as a stepping path for me to heal and to move on. And I'll never forget Christine, and I'll always continue to search for her, but I'm hoping that this will allow that to happen. So now I'm going to turn this over to Miss Catherine. No, yes. Sorry, Miss Catherine, and thank you very much.
Thought she did very well. Thank you everyone for coming. A summer's day. This is a special day, I must say. It started very pleasant, a bike ride to the park surrounded by a quiet, beautiful river. The river, although very fluid and smooth, seemed to come in an ever so wild churning current. I found myself surrounded by my favorite friends, Mr. and Mrs. Duck. I enjoyed the male's color and the lady's friendliness. I sat near the bank, so close to the water I could just about feel the ripples roll past my body. How the vibrations resonate with me. I'm at such peace. While many of you had the opportunity to have a special relationship with Christine, others of you did not. And nothing sums up her unique spirit better than her own words, which, as in the above passage from her journal, demonstrate the innocent frailty of her kind soul. Christine was always able to see the beauty in the world. Everywhere you look, you're in connection with nature. Birds, dogs, cats, lilacs in bloom, rainbows, music, fire, organic greens, and pigs. Oh my, the beer-drinking pigs. They are loved little pigs. And while she always saw the beauty she was surrounded with, she never truly noticed her own beauty, which constantly radiated from her. I couldn't tell her enough. Christine, red hair is a gift, not a curse. Her words are a reminder of many things. Take your time to appreciate the world around you. The cardinal outside your window just may be someone important. Pursue your passions with something like reckless abandon. If you love something, then do it. If you love many things, then do them all. And the voyage she's left us with is a reminder of one very important thing. You will never know the lengths of compassion and selflessness of your friends, family, and community possess until you're faced with a challenge like the one we face. We cannot possibly thank you enough for the support you've given us. In knowing Christine's beliefs, I know this for sure. All of the incredible love and energy gathered from your presence here today will reach her, no matter where she is. Thank you very much. I'd like to turn the mic over to Heidi. She has a few words to say.
Christine was my cousin. She was a best friend. Someone I looked up to more than any of you can even imagine. With her disappearance, it impacts my life so much. She was such a beautiful person. Just everything about her, her outlook on life, the way she just held herself was amazing. But thank you all for coming out and being here and supporting us all. I'm sorry. I have so many memories of Christine. Just from growing up, childhood memories, the 4 cousins, over at grandma's, just playing and running around outside, her everything. But thank you all for coming out and supporting us. But here's Anita.
Well, we would like to turn this over to Pat Work, and she's going to guide us through the candlelighting ceremony. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome all of you and thank you so much for coming tonight for the candle lighting. For centuries, people have lit candles for numerous reasons. Nowadays, the ritual of lighting candles is used to celebrate birthdays, for peace during times of war, for healing when someone is sick, in marriage when 2 lives are united as one, and a remembrance of a loved one who has died. However, tonight, we're lighting candles for Christine and other missing persons. We're here to remember and to honor the life of Christine Walters. We feel a deep, tender wound because someone so precious is no longer a part of our life. We grieve because of that physical absence, and we also rejoice, though, having known her. So let us begin by lighting 5 candles. We're going to start by having Christine's parents, Dean and Anita, light the large center candle in the center that is going to represent the life of their daughter, Christine.
I will find them.